Bible story time. Let's talk about a subject that we don't often talk about, but that affects many of women: infertility. This is something that, did you know it was in the Bible? It's in here. Let's talk about it and let's use it to encourage us that may be facing this or may have struggled with this, or even another sister that you may have known that you can encourage with this, right? So in Luke 1, Elizabeth, the eventual mother of John the Baptist, is struggling with infertility. We find out that in chapter 1 verse 7, it says, but they had no children because Elizabeth could not conceive, and both of them were well along in years. Other words, they was old, baby. They was old, and Elizabeth could not conceive. Now there are several other times in the Bible, especially in Genesis, where women could not conceive, and this is seen as a disgrace, right? This is seen as a woman. Now there are several things that distinguish what between a man and a woman, but one of the major things that is the ability to bear children, right? And so imagine, as a woman, the one thing that you can do that really distinguishes you from a man, your body doesn't do. Imagine what that feels like. The betrayal, the disconnect, the inadequacy, right? That feels like that this is what my body was created to do, but yet it can't do it. And these women in the Bible face that. Many women that I know, that I've experienced, that I've talked with, that I've counseled, have experienced this as well. And so the encouragement here is that God has not forgotten you, that God loves you, that you are no more or no less of a woman if you do or you cannot, or you choose not to conceive, right? Like, one of the things that we have to realize is that we are not the givers of life. Jesus is. And so therefore, we can do everything that is in our power when we married, baby, to give the right environment for that to happen, but it is the Lord that gives life. But I want to encourage you with a few women in the Bible that struggle with infertility and how they handled it and how God brought it about in their lives. So Elizabeth in Luke 1, she struggled with infertility. She birthed John the Baptist. John the Baptist led the way to Jesus. Jesus even said that there has never been another man born to a woman like John the Baptist. We have other examples of infertility in the Bible. We have Sarah in Genesis 17. Sarah was married to Abraham. Abraham was 100 years old. Sarah was 80. Dear Lord, that is not my testimony. But the Lord told them that they would give birth to a son. They gave birth to Isaac, right? Then Isaac gets married to Rebecca. Rebecca suffers with infertility, or Rebecca has difficulty getting barren. The Bible calls her barren, and Isaac prays for Rebecca. Rebecca gets pregnant. She birthed Jacob and Esau. Jacob, the 12 tribes of Judah, comes from Jacob, right? Then we have Rachel. Now, Rachel is married to Jacob. You see the trend here, right? Now, Rachel has trouble conceiving as well. So when Rachel has trouble conceiving, it says in Genesis 29 that her husband, that Jacob actually prays for Rachel, and it says that he opened her womb because he was married to Leah, then he was married to Rachel. Baby, when y'all say the Bible is not interesting, y'all ain't reading it right. So then Rachel gives birth to Benjamin, right? And so now Rachel is now giving birth to Benjamin and to Jacob. We know Jacob is the prince of Egypt. Jacob saves the Israelites when they are in famine, and Benjamin is his younger brother. So these women that struggled in order to bear children birthed mighty men of God, mighty men that we are still talking about today. And I want to encourage you that that delay is not denial, that God is preparing for you. And if you have a desire and a heart for motherhood, then I believe and I am standing with you that God can do it and that God will do it. It may not look the way you want it to look. It may not be in the timing that you want it to be, but trust, believe, stand on God's promises, and I'll stand with you. I love you. I'm encouraging you. If you want prayer, if you want direct help with this, please DM me or inbox me. Follow for more. Meet me in the comments.